The screen lit up. A face appeared. A Lyra man with cold eyes. "Human ship," the man said. "I am Captain Jin of the Lyra Guard. You have our citizen. Give her to us now." Tay stood tall. "This is Commander Tay. Mina is under my protection. We are going to Station 7 to meet with human leaders." Jin's face showed anger. "Mina Doe is a criminal. She stole secret work. She must be returned." "I did not steal," Mina said, stepping forward. "The work is mine. I found the truth." "Silence," Jin shouted. "You betray your people to help humans." Tay put his hand on Mina's arm. Her skin felt cool under his fingers. "We will be at Station 7 tomorrow," Tay said. "Your leaders can talk to our leaders there." Jin smiled, but it wasn't a nice smile. "You will not reach Station 7, human. Give us Mina now, or we will take her." The screen went dark. "They're going to attack," Tay said. He moved quickly to the controls. "We need to run." Mina shook her head. "Jin's ship is faster. We cannot escape." "Then we fight," Tay said. "No." Mina looked afraid. "Your ship is too small. They will destroy you." She was right. His ship had some weapons, but not enough to fight a warship. Suddenly, another message came in. It was from Earth. A serious face appeared on the screen. "Commander Tay, this is Director Han. We just got word of the Lyra ship. This could cause a big problem between our peoples." "Director, please listen," Tay said. "Mina's work could help both humans and Lyra. It could bring peace." Director Han frowned. "Peace is good, Commander, but not at the cost of war. The Lyra say this woman stole secrets. Maybe it's best to let them have her." Tay felt his chest get tight with anger. "Sir, with respect, that would be wrong. Mina broke no law. She only found the truth about how our people could work together." "Commander," Director Han said in a cold voice, "this is an order. Hand Mina over to the Lyra ship." The screen went dark again. Tay looked at Mina. Her face was very still, but he could see the fear in her eyes. "I won't do it," Tay said. "I won't give you to them." Mina touched his face with her cool fingers. "You must, or they will hurt you." "There has to be another way." Tay turned back to the controls. "We still have Mina's pod, and her work. Maybe we can show them both, make them understand." They worked fast. Mina put all her research into one small device. She wrote a message in both human and Lyra language, explaining what she had found. The ship shook. The Lyra ship was shooting at them. "Not to destroy, but to stop them. They're trying to catch us," Tay said. He looked at the screen. Station 7 was still too far. Another message came in. It was Jin again. "Last warning, human, give us the traitor or we attack for real." Tay looked at Mina. Then he had an idea. "Captain Jin," he said, "before you attack, let me show you something. Something that could help both our peoples." Jin looked angry but curious. "What trick is this?" "No trick," Tay said. "Just the truth." He nodded to Mina. She touched her device. Images appeared, showing her work. The new way of moving through space that could help both humans and Lyra. "This is what Mina discovered," Tay said. "This is why your leaders want to stop her, because it means we could work together." Jin's face changed as he looked at the images. For a moment, Tay thought he saw understanding there. Then Jin's face went hard again. "Enough, you have 1 hour, human. Then we take her by force." As the screen went dark, Tay turned to Mina. 1 hour, that's all we need." "For what?" Mina asked. Tay smiled. "To change everything." The 1 hour was almost gone. Tay worked fast, at the controls of his ship. Mina sat beside him, her blue fingers moving across her own small device. "Are you sure this will work?" Mina asked. Tay looked at her with a small smile. "No, but it's our only chance." They had a plan. A risky plan. They would use Mina's pod to send her research to both Station 7 and the Lyra homeworld at the same time. The pod had been fixed just enough to make the journey. "The message is ready," Mina said. Her voice was quiet but strong. The message was simple. The truth about how humans and Lyra could work together. How Mina's discovery could help both peoples travel faster and farther through space. With proof that no one could deny. The ship shook again. The Lyra warship was getting closer. It's time, Tay said. He reached out and touched Mina's hand. Her skin was cool against his warm human fingers. Are you ready? Mina nodded. They walked to the area where her pod was waiting. It looked small and weak next to the big ships. If this works, Mina said, everything will change. And if it doesn't? Tay asked. Mina looked at him with her purple eyes. Then at least we tried. They heard the computer's voice. Commander, the Lyra ship is preparing to attack. Tay took a deep breath. Launch the pod now. The pod shot out. Into space. For a moment, it just floated there. Then its small engine started. It moved away from them, heading toward the nearest space path where the message would be sent out to both worlds. The screen lit up. It was Captain Jin again. Your time is up, human, he said. Captain, please, Tay said. Look at what's happening. Mina's pod is carrying a message to both our worlds. A message of peace. Jin's face didn't change. Stop this now. It's too late, Mina said, stepping forward. The truth is already on its way. The Lyra ship fired. A bright beam of light shot toward the pod. But at the last moment, the pod seemed to disappear and then reappear somewhere else. What? Jin looked confused. Mina smiled. It worked. My ship is using the new travel method. You can't catch it now. The pod moved in a strange way, not like normal ships. It seemed to slide through space itself. Soon, it was gone from sight. Jin was angry. You have made a big mistake. Both of you will pay for this. Before he could say more, another face appeared on the screen. It was Director Han from Earth. Commander Tay, what is happening? Han asked. We just received a strange message from Lyra pod. Director, Tay said. That message contains research that could change everything between humans and Lyra. Please, look at it before you decide what to do. For a long moment, no one spoke. Tay could feel his heart beating hard. Mina stood close to him, waiting. Then another face appeared on the screen. An older Lyra man with long white hair. His face looked both angry and confused. This is High Council, Member Lee of Lyra, the man said. We have received an unusual message. Captain Jin, what is happening here? Jin tried to explain, but his words sounded hollow now. The truth was out. 3 days later, Tay and Mina stood in a big room on Station 7. Leaders from both Earth and Lyra were there. They had spent many hours looking at Mina's research. We have decided, Director Han said, that this discovery is too important to ignore. We will work together with the Lyra on this new travel method. High Council Member Lee nodded. Mina Du will not be punished. Her work will be honored. Tay felt a weight lift from his shoulders. He looked at Mina. She was smiling, her purple eyes bright. There is more, Director Han said. We need people who understand both human and Lyra ways. People who can work between our worlds. We are creating a new team, Lee added. The first ever joint human-Lyra project, and we want you both to lead it. Tay couldn't believe it. Just days ago they had been running for their lives. Now they were being asked to help build a new future. As they left the meeting, Tay and Mina walked side by side. Outside the big windows of Station 7 they could see stars and distant planets. What do you think will happen now? Mina asked. Tay took her blue hand in his. This time, she didn't pull away. I don't know, he said, but we'll find out together. She smiled at him. I'd like that. Many people, both human and Lyra, still didn't understand. Some were afraid of this new friendship between different worlds. The path ahead would not be easy. But as Ty looked at Mina, he knew they had already proven that differences could be overcome, that new beginnings were possible, and that was enough for now. The computer tried. It made different things, but most made Mina feel sick. Finally, they found some simple foods she could eat, but they weren't very good. "Sorry," Tay said, watching her eat the bland food. Mina smiled a little. It was the first time Tay had seen her smile. "Better than nothing," she said. At night, Mina couldn't sleep in the same room as Tay. The lights humans needed to see in the dark hurt her eyes. So Tay gave her his room and slept in the control room. One day, Tay found Mina looking at his things. She held a small picture of Tay's family. "Family?" she asked. "Yes," Tay said. "My parents and sister." Mina touched the picture gently. "Family. Important to humans?" "Very," Tay said. "Do Lyra have families?" Mina shook her head. "Not same. Children, raised by community." She pointed to herself. "No mother, no father, all adults. Teach children." This surprised Tay. He couldn't imagine growing up without his parents. When words failed them, they made up hand signs. A touch to the heart meant important. Hands moving like water meant I understand. Soon they had many signs that only they knew. One day the ship's alarm went off. The Lyra ship was getting closer. "We need to move," Tay said. He went to the control room and changed their path. Mina followed him. She watched as he worked the controls. "Human ships, different," she said. "How?" Tay asked. Mina moved her hands. "In a circle. Lyra ships, round. Move, different way." She tried to explain how Lyra ships worked. It was hard to understand with the language problem, but Tay realized Lyra ships used a different kind of power. Maybe that's why Mina's work was important. That night, Mina showed Tay a Lyra song. She hummed it softly and moved her hands in a pattern. It was beautiful and strange. Tay showed her human music. He played some old songs from Earth. Mina listened carefully. Her head moved slightly with the beat. "Different," she said, "but nice." They were starting to understand each other, even with all the differences. But the Lyra ship was still following them, and Tay knew his food and fuel wouldn't last forever. "We need help," he told Mina. "I'm going to call my people." Mina looked afraid. "Will they help me?" Tay wasn't sure. Humans and Lyra had no real friendship, but he had to try. "I'll make them understand," he promised. "But first, you need to teach me everything about your work. Why is it so important?" Mina nodded. She took out her small computer device. "I will show you," she said. "Then you will know why I run, why I can't go back." Tay sat with Mina in the small eating area of the ship. Her blue hands moved quickly as she worked with her strange computer device. Pictures and words floated in the air between them. "This," she said, pointing to a complex drawing, "is how Lyra ships move through space." Tay leaned closer. The drawing showed a system unlike anything humans used. Where human ships pushed forward with fire and force, Lyra ships seemed to slide through space like water. "It uses less energy?" Tay asked. Mina nodded. "Yes, much less." She touched another part of the image, "but only works with special material." She pointed to a word in Lyra language. Day after day, they worked together. Mina taught Tay about Lyra science. It was hard to understand at first. The Lyra thought differently about space and time. But slowly, Tay began to see how it all fit together. "Your people are very smart," Tay said one day. Mina made a sound that might have been a laugh. "Smart, yes, but afraid." She looked sad. Afraid of new things, of humans. In return, Tay showed Mina human things. He played music from Earth. He showed her pictures of forests and oceans. Mina had never seen so much water in one place before. "Lyra has small seas," she explained. "Not big like Earth." One evening, Tay showed her old Earth movies. Mina watched with wide purple eyes as people danced on the screen. What are they doing? She asked. Dancing, Tay said. He stood up and moved his body to show her. It's how we express feelings through movement. Mina tried to copy him. Her movements were awkward at first, but soon she found her own way of dancing. It was beautiful to watch. Different from human dancing, but full of feeling. As the days passed, they found it easier to talk. The computer made a better translator, and they had their own signs and words now, a mix of human and Lyra language that only they understood. One day, a message came from Earth. The human leaders wanted Tay to bring Mina to a place called Station 7. There, they would decide what to do. Will they send me back? Mina asked. Her voice was quiet. Tay didn't know. I'll tell them why you left, how important your work is. That night, Mina couldn't sleep. Tay found her looking out at the stars. On Lyra, she said, we have a story. The stars are the eyes of those who came before. They watch us. She touched the window gently. What do your people think stars are? Just burning gas very far away, Tay said. Then he smiled. But we still make wishes on them sometimes. Wishes? Yes. We see a moving star and make a wish, a hope for something we want. Mina looked at him. What would you wish for? Tay thought. For a moment. Peace between our people, maybe. Mina's hand moved toward his, almost touching. That is my wish, too. The next day, they worked on fixing Mina's pod. If they could make it work again, it might help prove her ideas to the human leaders. As they worked side by side, Tay felt something changing. At first, Mina had been strange to him. Her blue skin, her white hair, her different ways. Now he saw her beauty. The way her eyes lit up when she understood something new, the careful way she moved her long fingers. Mina seemed to feel it too. She started finding reasons to be near him. When they watched Earth movies, she sat closer than before. But there were still walls between them. Not just their different bodies, but their worlds. On Lyra, Mina said one night, joining with someone not Lyra is forbidden. Tay nodded. Many humans would think it strange too. They didn't say more, but the words hung in the air between them. The ship's computer broke the moment. Commander, we will reach Station 7 in 3 days. 3 days. Then they would face the human leaders, and the Lyra ship was still following them, always just behind. That night, Tay had a dream. He was on Earth, showing Mina a forest. She was touching the trees, amazed at their height. When he woke up, he knew what he wanted. Not just to help Mina escape, not just to share her work with his people. He wanted a future where they could be together, where humans and Lyra could learn from each other. But first, they had to get to Station 7, and they had to convince both their peoples that such a future was possible. The ship moved fast through the dark space. Station 7 was only 1 day away now. Tay felt both hope and worry. Would the human leaders help Mina? Or would they just see her as a Lyra problem? Tay was checking the ship controls when the alarm sounded. Loud and red. Commander, the computer said, a large ship is coming very fast. Tay looked at the screen. His heart beat faster. It was a Lyra warship, much bigger than his small explorer ship. How did they find us? He asked himself. Mina came running into the control room. Her white hair was loose around her face. Her purple eyes were wide with fear. They're here, she said. I'll write the first part of your story. Human rescues alien girl, sparking an unlikely romance in approximately 800 words, using simple English and third-person style with simple Korean names. Here's part 1. The space around the small human. Ship was dark and quiet. Commander Tay looked at the stars through the big front window. He had been traveling for 3 weeks now. His mission was simple. Check the edge areas of human space and then go home. Tay was tired. Space was beautiful, but lonely. He missed Earth, missed the smell of rain and the sound of birds. The ship computer could make any food he wanted, but nothing tasted right after weeks in space. Commander, I found something, said the ship's computer voice. Tay sat up straight. What is it? A small ship. It is sending out a help signal. This was not normal. This area had no space roads. No ships should be here. Show me, Tay said. The screen he saw a small pod. It was long and thin, not like human ships. The outside was silver with strange blue marks. One side was badly damaged. Is someone alive in there? Tay asked. The computer was quiet for a moment. Yes, one life sign, very weak. Tay thought fast. The pod did not look human. It could be from the Lyra people. Humans and Lyra did not get along well. The Lyra thought humans were dangerous and wild. Humans thought the Lyra were cold and unfriendly, but someone needed help. Take us closer, Tay ordered. Careful. As they got near the pod, Tay could see the damage better. Something had hit it hard. The pod would not last much longer. Bring it into the ship, he said. Commander, the computer said. If this is a Lyra ship, helping them could cause problems. Tay knew this was true. The rules said to call for help, first and wait, but the life sign was getting weaker. Someone is dying in there, Tay said. Bring them in. The small pod came into the ship's holding area. Tay put on his spacesuit and went to look. Air hissed as the room filled with breathable mix. The pod door was stuck. Tay used a tool to force it open. Inside was a Lyra woman. Her skin was pale blue. Her hair was white and short. She wore a torn silver suit. Blood the color of dark purple ran from a cut on her head. Tay had never seen a Lyra this close before. She looked almost human, but not quite. Her fingers were longer. Her eyes, now closed, were bigger. Her ears came to small points. She did not move. Tay picked her up carefully. She was lighter than he expected. He carried her to the medical room and put her on the bed. Computer, help her, he said. I do not have full data on Lyra bodies, the computer said. Do your best, Tay said. The computer started work. Small arms came down from the ceiling. They cleaned her wounds and gave her medicine. Tay watched. He wondered who she was and why she was out here alone in a damaged pod. Running from something. Lost? He went back to check her pod. Inside he found a small bag with strange tools and a flat computer device. He took these to his room to look at later. Hours passed. Tay checked on the Lyra woman often. She was still sleeping, but the computer said she was getting stronger. Commander, the computer said, we are getting a message. From who? A Lyra ship. They want to talk to you. Tay felt worried. Put them on. A Lyra man's face appeared on the screen. His white hair was long and tied back. His blue face looked angry. Human ship, he said in a cold voice. You have something that belongs to us. I found a damaged pod with an injured woman, Tay said. She needed help. That woman is Mina, the Lyra man said. She is a criminal. Give her to us now. Tay did not like how the man talked. She is hurt. She needs care. She needs punishment, the Lyra man said. She stole important secrets. Hand her over or we will take her. The screen went black. Tay went back to the medical room. The woman, Mina, was awake now. Her eyes were open, dark purple and afraid. You're safe, Tay said slowly. I am Tay. I found your pod. Mina looked at him. They are coming for me, she said in broken human language. Yes, Tay said. They say you stole secrets. Mina shook her head. Not stole, discovered. Truth about humans. My people lie. She tried to sit up but was too weak. Rest, Tay said. We have time. He didn't know if that was true. The Lyra ship was probably coming fast. He had to decide. Follow the rules and give Mina to her people, or trust her and risk starting trouble between humans and Lyra. Mina reached out one long-fingered hand and touched his arm. Please, she said. Help me. Tay looked at her. Something in her eyes made him believe her. He nodded. I will, he said. But first, you need to tell me everything. The days passed slowly on the small ship. Tay watched as Mina got stronger. She could sit up now and walk a little, but talking was still hard. Your words. Different, Mina said one morning. She touched her throat with her long blue fingers. Tay nodded. Our mouths are shaped differently. He pointed to his own mouth, then to hers. Mina's lips were thinner, and she had no visible teeth when she spoke. The computer tried to help them talk. It made a small device that changed Tai's words into sounds Mina could understand better, but it wasn't perfect. Why were you in that pod? Tay asked. Mina looked down. She took out a small round object from her pocket. When she pressed it, pictures appeared in the air between them. Tay saw strange buildings with tall, thin towers. Many Lyra people walked around. Then the picture changed to show a room full of machines. My work, Mina said. She pointed to herself, then to the machines. You're a scientist? Tay asked. Mina nodded. I learn about humans. She pointed to Tay. My people say humans, bad, dangerous, but I find, not true. The picture changed again. It showed papers with Lyra writing. Mina pointed to them. Proof. Humans and Lyra can be friends, can work together. But your leaders don't want that? Tay asked. No. Mina's purple eyes looked sad. They want, keep Lyra and humans apart. Tay understood now. Mina had found something that went against what her leaders said about humans. So they wanted to stop her. Living with a Lyra person was strange for Tay. Mina needed different things than humans. The air on the ship was too dry for her. Her skin started to crack. Tay had to make the ship more humid. The food was a problem too. Mina couldn't eat human food. It made her sick. She had some food in her bag, but not much. Computer, Tay said one day. Can you make food that Mina can eat?